morning, students. Today we are going to start chapter number 8. Our focus would be on the encounters between the Europeans and the people of the Americas between the 15th and the 17th centuries. Some Europeans ventured out on unknown oceans in order to find trading routes to areas where spices and silver were to be obtained. As in our 6th chapter, we have studied that there was lack of silver in the mines, and therefore in search of the silver also the people ventured into the different places in the world to find the metal which was used for their currency. The first to do this were the Spanish and the Portuguese. They persuaded the higher authorities to give them exclusive right to rule over any new regions they might locate. Christopher Columbus, an Italian sponsored by the rulers of Spain, sailed west in 1942 and thought that the land he had reached were the Indies. Two types of culture were to be found in the Americas. These were small subsistence economies in the Caribbean region and in Brazil, that is, the southern America, in which the economies were very small, and then on the other hand there were also powerful monarchical system based on well developed agriculture and mining. These include the parts of the Mexico, that includes the Arawakas and the Tupinamba tribes. The Arawakas were a cluster of hundreds of small islands in the Caribbean Sea. Today it is known as the Bahama Islands, and the Arawakas were a people who preferred negotiation to conflict. They included the people who were skilled in boat building, as they sailed the open sea in the canoes made from the hollow tree trunks. They lived by hunting, fishing, and agriculture. They also used to grow corn, sweet potatoes, tubers, and cassava. A central cultural value was the organization of people to produce food collectively and to feed everyone in community. That means that these were the people who believed in the community values. They were organized under the clan leaders. Polygamy was common. Polygamy means when a husband is allowed to have many wives. The Arawakas were the animists, which means that they believe every object has some life or a soul in it. For example, if there is some stone or there is any non-living object, they used to believe that every object has life in it. So therefore they were animists. As in other societies, shamans play an important role as healers and intermediaries between this world and that world of supernatural. Shamans are basically the people who are considered to have the magical powers. So they were also an important part of the society of the Arawakas. The Arawakas used gold for ornaments, but they did not attach the value to the metal like the Europeans did. They were skilled in the weaving and developed the hamcock, which was one of their speciality, and the Europeans were very attracted to it. The Arawakas did not have any religious institutions like the church, and they were very generous in their nature. But who would thought that their generosity would actually turn to their destruction? As we have studied that the Arawakas used gold for the ornaments but did not attach the value to the metal that the Europeans did. They were quite happy to exchange gold for glass beads brought by the Europeans because these seemed so much beautiful to them. The Arawakas were generous and were happy to collaborate with the Spanish in their search for gold. It was when Spanish policy became brutal that they were forced to resist, but this was to have disastrous consequences for them. As now another tribe that we are going to talk about is the Tupinamba tribe. People called the Tupinamba lived on the eastern coast of South America and the villages in the forest, which is the part of Brazil. The name Brazil is derived from the Brazilian wood. They could not clear the dense forest for cultivation as they had no access to the iron, but they had a healthy and plentiful supply of fruits, vegetables, fish, and did not have to depend on the agriculture. So the Tupinamba people, they were living in the areas of Brazil and in the dense forests of the area. The Europeans who met them envied their happy freedom, with no king, no army or church to regulate their life. As they were free, they were living on their free will. The European, they did not like it, as the Europeans had to live under various constraints. They have to live under a king or the rules and regulations of the church. Therefore they tried to oppress these simple people as well, and here also, like the Arawakas, they destroyed their life by oppressing them.